Hello and welcome to the WishLister product tracking application. WishLister was inspired by websites such as Camel that allow you to track prices of third-party vendors like Amazon. Unfortunately, all of the major retailers protect their pricing behind paid web services. So for free, I was able to find a fake product API to bring in some data, and here it is. We have all these nice example products here we can take a look at. So let's get down to it. Let's see what this site can do. Got to log in. Let's create an account. Here's our sign up page. We have a secure sign up system. All of the password data is encrypted, hashed, and salted. It cannot be read by any users or any third-party software. So let's get logged in. Here we go. We have our example user. So let's go back to these products. As you can see, the UI has changed just a little bit. We have these buttons. We have this star. We have these edit. We have delete. We can add it to our list. Just like that, we have a wish list for our example user. And since we're logged in, we can submit new products. We can create them. Let's say our example, he's a sneakerhead and he wants to keep an eye on the price of some Air Jordans. $2,500. I don't know what the price of these sneakers are. Probably more than that. Anyway, all it takes is the URL of the image. It can be found online, like almost every image can. And just like that, we've got our image. We can add multiple categories, for example, clothing and shoes. And there it is. We've got our Air Jordans. We've got everything set up with the categories. So now our example user can go to his list and say, all right, I don't want to be an example user. Let's be a real person. My name is Jeff. There we go. So that's most of the user functionality. The price will update as the price updates in the API, unless, of course, you've submitted it yourself. Let's log in as somebody with a little bit more power than Jeff. Let's be our admin. The admin privileges on the site extend to editing, deleting the users and the categories. So let's take a look at all the users on the site. There's Jeff. There's everybody. You can see how many products they have. You can view their list. You can change things if they were to forget their password or need an update. You can also change categories. For example, there's no books. We're not going to add books. That's a different site. Let's add sporting goods. Now we have sporting goods in as a category. There it is. We can track the products within them. We can go to the users. We can take a look at Jeff and say, you know what, Jeff? I don't think I want you here anymore. And Jeff has been deleted. Just like that. That's our admin functionality. That's pretty much the site on the surface. Let's log out and we can take a look at the code. So here we are in the code base for WishLister. Fairly simple model view controller setup. Here are our models. You see product, category, user, etc. These define what makes a user, what makes a product, and their relationships. These product, category, and user product models are the tables that take the ID number of each, for example, product and category, and allows products to have categories. Here's one of our views. Everything's done in embedded Ruby HTML and styled with Bootstrap 5 and Sass, really powerful, flexible setup for CSS. Let's take a look at one of our controllers. Here's our products controller where some of the magic happens. You can see the Faraday is the gem used to connect to the API. That fake store API is our API. Down here you can see where we randomize the seller because the API didn't come with a seller. The rest of this is going to be a lot of the CRUD functionality, a lot of the ability to create, read, update, delete, all of those basic things, with methods and customization all across to make the site what it is. Here's our users controller, here's our categories controller. They all look relatively similar. They all allow each of those models to function and to create the functional site that we have. Let's see, here's our gem file. This is the external packages, like bcrypt allows us to hash those passwords and encrypt them. Will paginate is what allows the pagination on those pages for users and products and all that. Faraday lets us connect to the external API. We also built a full test suite for categories. The categories were built in test-driven style. So there is a full unit of tests for everything you can imagine with each category. You can find all of this code on my GitHub at sporcupine, github.com. I believe that's all I've got. Thanks for watching my video. We'll see you in the next one.